Hello, everybody. It's Keris here, helping you get your business into schools and nurseries. And I'm so happy to be joined by my amazing client, Dani, this morning. Welcome, Dani. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do?
Yes, will do. Thank you very much, Keris. So my name's Dani, and I'm with the franchise of Didi Dance, so I run Didi Dance Sunderland. And we basically offer kind of fun and funky dance classes for preschool children, with special kind of explore a different theme each term. So it could be anything from Bollywood, salsa, jive. We're doing country at the moment, which is lots of fun, lots of cowboys and yeehaws and things like that.
Right.
So it's kind of up to preschool age. We do the community classes, but obviously now I'm kind of getting into nurseries, reception, year one groups as well. So I started that. I joined the franchise back in summer 21 and then started my classes as from September.
So it's a
And
pretty new business.
yeah, kind of coming through lockdown, I thought it's time for a brand new change of scene. My classes started just as we were coming out of COVID, so it was just kind of getting back in the swing of things. But it's
Yeah.
going well so far, and I'm loving every second of it. So it's all good.
Oh, amazing. That's fantastic to hear. That's brilliant. So, you met me on a free challenge, basically, or did you meet me before that through your franchise?
Yeah, before that, you did a Zoom with Didi Dance as a whole as a franchise.
Yeah.
So I kind of watched that and loved kind of all the tips and things that you'd given. And then I saw the free challenge. So I did the free challenge. It wasn't long after I'd started in the September.
Yeah.
We did that free challenge and started kind of getting responses from that and thought, oh, like this can actually kind of work. Because I had my classes, but I'd seen the success people had kind of getting into schools and nurseries and what an impact it can have. So kind of did the free challenge and really enjoyed just how it like broke down into easy sections, because I think sometimes it can be like a bit overwhelming, can't it? So yeah, kind of really enjoyed that part of the free challenge.
Good, excellent. So that was kind of end of September, and then there
Yeah.
was an opportunity for you to join me in the Approaching Schools Academy from the very beginning of October onwards.
Yeah.
So tell me why you joined.
So I joined the academy. I loved the free challenge, and I loved that I'd got the responses and I'd got into the schools and I'd done the tasters. But what I found I really struggled with was how to kind of turn that taster into a sale. And
Yeah.
I was of the mindset kind of, oh, I don't want to pester them. I don't want to go in with this big sales pitch. And like, how do you turn it into that? Um, so I think that's what drew us really into the academy, is having the access to like learning how to do that really.
Yeah, so you needed the next step. So kind of you'd got a
Yeah.
little bit of success on the challenge itself, but
Yes.
then you needed the next step. It's like, what do I do if the
What do I
school
do
actually
next?
back
Because
to me?
I kind
Like,
of felt like I was going in and doing the tasters and they were like, that was really good. I enjoyed that. And I was like, well, like I enjoyed it too. We'll speak soon. And then it was like, what do I, how do I
yeah.
now? Kind of thing. Yes. So it was kind of how to do the next step. Yeah.
Good, 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 good. So, did you have any worries then before when you were thinking you were on the challenge, you found out that there was this opportunity to work with me? Were you sort of how were you sort of feeling at that point? Did you have any concerns about signing up or anything like that?
I think I didn't have concerns about what the course would be like or what success it would have, because I'd done the free challenge. I knew it worked. I had confidence in you and you knew your stuff. And I'd seen obviously the people that you'd spoken to who'd had success in the past. So it wasn't so much the course. I think probably, to be brutally honest, it was kind of financially for me. I was in a brand new business and I
Yeah.
thought, is it going to be one of these things I jump into, and it's because I am a one for jumping into things and then kind of it not working, and I thought I don't want this to be another one of those things. But
Yeah.
then at the same time, from what I'd seen, I thought, can I afford like not to do it? Seeing the success that people had, if I went down the same route, this could be massive for me
Yeah.
business. And obviously it has gone down a good route for me, so I'm so glad that I did it. But that's really the only kind of worry I had, but it's worked out perfectly and I'm glad I did.
So you did the challenge in September. Did you join the academy in January though?
Yeah, I didn't join the first. I did the
Right.
free challenge in September, then I didn't join the first academy, and then I did the another free challenge. So then it was after the second challenge, I thought like I was having more success with tasters and
Yeah.
getting more through that, but then
Yeah.
still struggling with the sales part.
Yeah.
Then I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
this is like I need to just do
And
it.
I hear this such a lot. There are people, there are kind of like multiple challengees out there that, come on
Yeah,
the free challenge. But I always hear that when they do sign up to the academy, they just say, I wish I'd done this sooner. And they
yeah,
say,
absolutely.
I've seen people from your last challenge on your videos now, and they've had amazing success. And for
Yeah,
you, Dani, that's literally, although we're talking about the challenge back in September, for you in terms of making sales, you only joined the academy, well, February, wouldn't it? Because we
yeah,
did
it
the
was,
challenge last week of January. So you've
yeah,
only been in the academy since February, and
yeah,
you've
uh-huh.
already started making sales from those
I
schools and
know.
nurseries.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Well, I was a bit like, "Oh, why did I not just join the first
Yeah.
one?" Like, but we're here now, so it's all good.
Yeah, good, 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 good. So tell me a little bit then about what it's been like for you in the academy, because we have the academy is like a hybrid program where we have the self-study course platform where you've got your videos, worksheets, and templates that you can absolutely work through in your own pace. And then we've got the community side of it. So we've got the Facebook group, the weekly live Q&As, the business coaching call, the mindset coaching call with Philippa. What's it been like just having access to all of that?
I I've really kind of enjoyed the fact that it's not you can do it in your own time. Obviously, everybody on who's doing it is busy. They've got their own businesses, they've got their own kind of things going on. So you can just jump on and go into whichever section you might need. The selling with ease or the looking for a teacher, or there's so many different sections, and whatever you need at that time, you can jump on
Yeah,
and work through it in your own kind of pace. But I also love the fact that we've got the little community, the group that we've got, and kind of you could be sitting at any point and think, oh, how can I get an email from a school and think, what can I respond to this, or how can I respond to this? Put a post in, and there's always a response there, whether it's from you or one of the other kind of people in the team. It's such a lovely kind of supportive thing, isn't it? And there's somebody
yeah,
always there to kind of help, so that's good. And
yeah.
you feel like no question is like silly, really, because we're all in
Oh,
the same boat.
absolutely.
So it's
Yeah.
that's been lovely. You feel like there's always somebody there to kind of help you, which is lovely.
Good. And I know a lot of people really appreciate that, because some people have sort of commented before from the academy saying, I've always felt quite alone in my business, and,
Yeah,
maybe my family don't get it, or they try and understand, but I say these things and they don't know what I'm talking about. And
yeah, exactly.
finding your community that will just get it and just
Mhm.
and be able to say, oh yeah, that happened to me, but this is what I did, maybe you could try that instead. So you've
Yeah,
always got that kind of support network, because like you said, everyone gets it. Everyone's kind of had the same trials and tribulations trying to get into schools and nurseries as you
yeah,
might be
exactly.
having right now.
Yeah, and I've really it's been a lot of the things that we've learned in the academy are things that really probably are quite straightforward and quite simple, but until you kind of talk about them or hear about them, it's something you wouldn't think of, like things
Yeah.
like putting together the packages and things like that. That's
Oh
been
yeah.
like a massive thing, I think, for me, because
Yes.
I would never have really gone down that route or known how to put something like that together.
Yeah.
And that kind of led us to probably bigger sales and bigger things than I would have done just if I had just been doing it on my own. So simple things like that you wouldn't
Yeah.
ordinarily think of have been like
Yeah, and
brilliant.
you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
looking at the packages, like you say, that's a huge thing. I always find that people say when they get into the academy and they go through the Selling with Ease module, they say the packages have been a game changer for them, because
Yeah,
there's people that were previously, maybe they were selling single workshops, now they found a way to package that together. There are people that were maybe only offering 1 hour to a nursery, and now they're offering packages for like 5 rooms in a
yeah,
nursery and things like
yeah,
that. And it's very much centered around, how can we get a school to buy more from us and for longer? So
yeah,
getting in those longer term contracts as well. And some people have been quite surprised at how eager the schools have been to pay them for a whole year, or to pay them
yeah,
in terms or something like that. And it's not something they would have previously asked the nursery or the school to do.
Mhm.
So that's great to hear. Mike's here. Hello, Mike, another one of my amazing Academy members who joined in January as well with you, Dani.
Yeah.
Well done, Dani. Great to hear about your success moving from tasters to sales. Yeah. And Mike says, yes, the support group is amazing. Fantastic. So that's really great to hear then. So you've talked about how kind of the packages really helped you in terms of asking for the sale. You've talked about how you kind of wish you'd known the next steps and got in there sooner so that you could learn about the pricing, the packaging, and making those sales. So tell me what success you've had then since joining early February. What's actually happened in your business?
Well, I'm busy. Busy. So school-wise, I've now got an after-school club, which is secured right through until the summer. I'm also working on a weekly basis with a preschool, and that's right through to the summer as well. And I did a taster not long just before the Easter holidays at a primary school, and like thought it had went well, and thought they might book a couple of sessions or whatever. And then, to be honest, I'd went and they said, "Oh, we'll be in touch once we've spoken to the head." Didn't hear back for a while. Did the follow up because we've got to do the follow up. Did the follow up, never heard anything. Did another follow up and then hadn't heard, and was kind of, I put a post into the Approaching Schools Academy, and I was like, "Oh, shall I just give up? They haven't got back to us." And then followed up again, and then they got back to me, and they have booked me for 6 curricular classes per week, with 2 with reception, 2 with the year 1, and 2 with year 2 on a weekly basis, which was a fabulous sale, which I wasn't expecting so much from that. So yeah, it definitely, the follow up is a definite like
yes, yeah. And so when you got in the academy, you discovered there's actually an entire module on just the follow up, because it's that important to be that persistent with a school, and your experience of that just kind of highlights. So well done for persevering, because it meant you got that sale much quicker than you might have done if you'd have just left it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And Valeria says, are there any tips on packaging and pricing in the academy for secondary schools, older children, thinking something per class or per year? Yeah, so Valeria, there are people in the academy that work with secondary school children. There are people in the academy that are doing primary and nursery as well. So the packaging element is kind of universal, if you like. It will help you no matter what type of educational setting you're working with. It will teach you how to package your services and price them accordingly. Presentation, yeah, I thought that might be what you meant, PowerPoint, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, it helps you package your services no matter what those services are. And we've got people with a range of services in the academy working with a range of different age groups. So yes. Is there anything that you would say then, Dani? Because you've sort of mentioned that you were brand new in business, so you didn't sort of join straight away, but actually you kept getting stuck at that next step, like what do I do when I need to make a sale? And you decided to sign up then end of January. What would you say to anyone that's thinking, I really want to go for this, but I'm not sure if it's the right time, I might leave it till next time?
Just do it. Literally just do it. I think if you're kind of seriously contemplating it, then it's something that you're going to do eventually. Like when I hadn't done it, I was constantly like, I was always looking at your posts, and I was always doing everything that you kind of had on. It was always there in the back of my mind. So I knew that I'd be in the academy at some point.
Yeah.
So I feel like if it's a thought that's there, I would say just go for it, because you're wasting time. like I feel like where could I be now? Like I'm doing so well now, but if I had a joined back in whenever the first one was, like it could be even bigger. So I think just go for it. Like there's so much support and so many kind of resources that are useful for you. And it's probably a brilliant time now, really, with coming up to the summer. You want to get set in for kind of September time. So yeah, I couldn't recommend it more, to be honest. It's done me the world of good. So
oh, thank you, Dani. Congratulations, because you just got stuck straight in and you took fast action and you got fast results. So all credit to you. And it's a good point that you make in terms of it being such a great time, and I know I keep banging on about this, but it really is. But like you said, if you're wanting to get your foot in the door in the summer term, which we are now in, so that you can look to be making sales ready for the autumn term, you want to be doing that now, because if you left it till the autumn and you didn't join the academy until October, you're potentially then looking at 2023 before you're actually making those sales and bringing those in. So yeah, I think that's a good point as well, just for people to be aware of. Is there anything else you would like to add, Dani?
Just thank you, really. Thank you for
Oh, you're welcome.
for all the support, and just, yeah, as I say, the group support's been brilliant. So that's a massive factor for me. And it's just been lovely to have kind of it's like a little family, really. We'll all kind of help each other out and
Yeah,
support each other. And it's been really kind of insightful, learning things that I didn't know.
yeah,
But yeah, it's been fab. And I'm kind of on the hunt for teachers now, because my week is busy along with my classes and my schools and my nurseries. I need kind of extra hands. So I'll be in the teachers module next, trying
yeah.
to figure out the best way of getting me new teachers in.
Yeah, definitely get on that, because Layla, who joined, I'm sure she won't mind me mentioning, but Layla, who joined the same time as you, she actually needed teachers before she could progress through the rest of the academy. And she's hired 3 teachers within the last 3 months. So yeah, definitely
Yes,
get onto that module.
yes, definitely.
Brilliant. And did you think, so when you were thinking about joining the academy in January, a few months ago, and you watched some of these live interviews that I did with some of my clients then, did you think that in 3 months' time you'd be shouting about your success?
Not at all. Like, I literally sat and watched them. I was like, oh, that'll never be me. Like I would like to think that it would be, but you never think it is going to be you, is it? You never think it's going to happen to you, but like it can. And I'm sure people will be sitting watching this now who'll be having a chat with you in a few months' time,
Yeah,
having had the same success. But no, not at all.
yeah,
But it's lovely hearing people's like own personal experiences, isn't it?
yeah,
And it kind of just gives you that push to think, well,
yeah.
maybe I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And sales wise, then, so you said you have made some schools from a nursery, a preschool, and a school.
Yes,
And that's kind of secured you work up until the end of the summer term for now. But obviously,
yeah,
we think they're going to renew because you're doing a great job.
yes.
What's that meant to you? What's that meant to your business, earning an additional income?
Yeah, so financially, from joining the academy with all of kind of the schools and the nurseries, that's been like an income of, it works out just under £3,000, which to me is like, I feel like I'm a proper businesswoman.
Ah, a businesswoman.
I feel like it makes it official. But yeah, like it's been massive. Like, obviously I have my community classes and they're great and they kind of tick us along and I love them. But like,
Yeah,
obviously financially and going forward with business, so I can expand, so I can take teachers on and can go further, that income is like massive to me. So yeah, it's made a huge difference.
that's so
Definitely.
great to hear. So, an additional £3,000 in your business since joining 3 months ago.
Yes.
Amazing. Congratulations. And like you said, it means you can do the things you want to do to scale the business now. You can bring
Yeah.
in team, you can take on more schools and nurseries. And as you say, like the community classes are great. What a lot of people find when they start adding a kind of a school or nursery arm to their business is that almost becomes their bread and butter. Because
Yeah.
once we get our foot in the door, we can expect to be in these schools and nurseries for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And things like marketing become a lot easier because there's nothing worse than that whole kind of one in, one out feeling in your community classes. Oh, load of children
Yeah.
at the end of the term, how do I replace them? And you've got to do those extra efforts for marketing again. Whereas schools, they're very often just saying, right, what are your dates for next term? Send us your dates. We'll contact all the parents for you. And they're sending out letters or they're sending out parent mail. and your job is then done, because each year there's a new year group moving up that now qualify for your club. In the nursery, there's new joiners joining. So it's like having a captive audience that somebody else is marketing to on your behalf, which is the dream, right?
Yeah, always a bonus.
Yeah, yeah. Fab.
Definitely.
It's been so lovely to hear about all of your
Oh,
success in such a short amount of time. So thank you so much for coming and inspiring everybody as to what's
welcome.
possible when you just take action.
Yes. Oh, well, thank you very much, Keris.
No, congratulations to you, and thanks for being a wonderful ambassador this week.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's been lots of
Thanks.
fun, and I can't wait to see everyone's challenges.
Yeah, exactly. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.